All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back and we're going to continue on building our affiliate marketing website. If you ask Grok, if you go into Grok and you say, Grok, give me 20 different ideas to make $10,000 a month with, limited budget and this and that, one of the top things that it comes up with is an affiliate marketing website. So, and there are so many tricks and things that you can do in affiliate marketing. And I really think that by the time this site is complete, not only are you going to have an absolute state-of-the-art affiliate marketing platform that we're going to do stuff that you didn't even know was possible. But I really do think that if you stick with this, and likely you will, because I'm going to continue doing tutorials on things that I'm doing and experimenting with and their results and things. So this is going to be an ongoing learning experience, quite frankly, for all of us, because I haven't done affiliate marketing in 20 years. So let's continue building out our site. And in this section, one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to import our Amazon affiliate ID so that any products that we import into the site is going to automatically have our affiliate ID attached to it. We're going to import some products from Amazon to demo that, to see kind of how it looks and feels, make any adjustments to that import system before we import 100 products for each category, whatever your category and niche is. Hopefully it's not mine. I don't want to build my own competition. So then we're going to modify that product import system as needed. Then we're going to import 100 products. Then we're going to create an auto blogging system that's going to write articles about the products listed on your site, but it's going to do it by pulling content and social sentiment and current reviews of that product from Reddit, Amazon, social media, etc. And it's going to take that sentiment of that product and it's going to rewrite it in an article based on the theme or style that your website is being structured around. So like, is your site going to be a serious site that's like hardcore tech, all about the science, all about the tech? Like mine, crazyuseless.com, is all going to be about a funny, humorous kind of nature. Like I want people to come to my site to see what kind of zany, crazy articles there are related to maybe a product they're interested in, knowing how this site operates. Like it's going to be pulling a lot of data from a lot of different sources to create these reviews that should be very meaningful to somebody. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to make sure that you've set up your Amazon Associates account. I'm not going to explain exactly how to do that. It's all very self-explanatory for the most part. If you have questions or whatever, just post a comment and I'll help you with that. I've got my affiliate ID, so I'm going to copy this and then I'm going to bring this over here into Lovable, and I'm just going to tell Lovable, import my Amazon affiliate ID for all live products imported into the site. And then I'll just do that and I'll paste it and let's see what it says. Okay, so now it's done. Updated all Amazon product links with your affiliate ID. Product links to non-Amazon sites like Notion were left unchanged. That's probably because we've got some different demos on here. Add affiliate ID setting, add Amazon import. Yes, we want to create an Amazon product import feature that automatically extracts product details and applies the affiliate tag. So we're going to do that next. You're going to notice a pattern here. Oftentimes we have an idea or a concept for something that we want to implement into our site. And the website is so powerful that it will say, it'll tell this, I see what you're trying to do here. You might also want to do this, and have you thought of that? And it'll present you with ideas that are so intuitive. Generally, all you have to do is click, yes, I want to do that. Yes, I want to do that. And it helps you flesh everything out. It's absolutely mind-blowing. I'll connect the Firecrawl connector first, then create the Edge function and import UI. So this is Firecrawl. It does come with a free API. And let's say I don't know what Firecrawl is, then, well, I'm going to say connect because I don't think this has it in memory. So I'm just going to say connect this to Firecrawl because it may very well use an initial free API, or it may request my API, in which case I'll show you what's next. This Firecrawl is now connected. Let me create the Edge function for Amazon. Okay, so I guess it's going to use a free version of the Firecrawl API. Lovable has a lot of these. And you'll just notice that like you don't have to input your API for a lot of things. Sometimes you will, and it'll give you a secure prompt and it'll say paste your API. If you don't have one, whatever you're building, it may tell you, hey, add your whatever API to the system. It'll give you a prompt. But then if you don't know what that is or you don't have it, you just say, how do I get that API key? And it'll give you step-by-step instructions with links, and you just click those, do what it tells you, copy it, paste it. It's super simple. At some point we may run into something like that, but we'll see. Also, you want to keep in mind that on any API you get, whether it's especially with free APIs, generally a lot of companies will have free APIs to get you started, but they'll have call limits and rate limits and things like that. So you're not going to be able to, and I know some of you are going to want to try, you're going to say, well, the more products I have, the more reach my site will have, the more pages I'll have, the more SEO I'll have, et cetera, et cetera. Why don't I just import all of Amazon? And that's not going to happen, just so you know. And on top of that, especially when it comes to affiliate marketing, you really want to stick with products you're knowledgeable of and products that you are passionate about and want to promote. Okay. Just having a gazillion products on your site is not going to do anything. It's not going to help you. You need it to be manageable. And yeah, you'll notice there, as it was coding, there was an error on page, gave you the red code, but it automatically recognized that and fixes it. You'll see that happen a lot. So done. I've created an Amazon product import feature that edge function scrapes Amazon product pages using Firecrawl, extracts title, price, rating, reviews, image, and description, then automatically applies your affiliate tag. Import dialog added, import from Amazon button in the products admin that lets you paste an Amazon URL, preview the extracted data, edit as needed, and save. Navigate to admin products to see the new import feature. So let's also add bulk import, because we want to import multiple products. Sometimes we might just be browsing around Amazon and say, oh, I really want to promote that on my affiliate site. You just grab a link, throw it on go to your admin, import it, boom, you're done. It's on your site. That's going to happen a lot. But most of the time, and what I want to do is I want to use AI to import a multitude of products focused around my niche or reasoning. And we'll show you that when we get to it. Ultimately, my goal for Crazy Useless is we're going to have, I have my main categories: gadgets, books, and software. And so ultimately what I'm going to be doing, and at some point I'm probably going to change the theme of this site as well, because I want to go after a particular, it's not so much about the product, like a single product. It's about the type of person and the personality. Like basically I'm building a site that I personally would enjoy going to find cool products. I want to find role-playing game books. I want to find, I'm going to add miniatures to this. I forgot about that. But basically, I'm going to build the kind of site that I will have fun browsing around and seeing what's new myself. And then you're like, oh, I want to read about this. And I want to read funny but informative articles about, these products and things. So that's my goal. Yours could be totally different. Maybe you're an audiophile and you're like, I just want to I want a site that has like the best, audio headphones that you can get on the market. And I want to push those. Generally speaking, the more specific your niche and the better you can zero in on your market, the better you'll ultimately do. Okay, so it is finished adding the bulk edge function. It's added the bulk import dialog, blah, blah, blah. So we're good there. Optimize product images. We want to do that. See, it's just offering you things it knows you're going to need. We want to optimize product images because as the site is importing these images, you want the load to be low. And that's an SEO thing and just a data thing. If your site ends up getting really, really popular, you don't want your hosting bill at some point. Like starting off, it's going to be next to nothing. But if it gets really popular, the more stuff you have on your site, the more ultimately it's going to cost you to manage your site. So you want to optimize everything, both for SEO so that your site ranks better, because you want it to be low or fast loading for mobile devices as well. but also to keep your costs down as your site grows. While this is doing that, what I'm going to do, I want to change the theme of my website. Let's see how this works. Give me, okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. You're going to see with my site, I've been playing around with some themes, and I decided I'm going to make a big change. I'm not going to use this theme. I am going to go with a different one, because I'm going to end up creating two different affiliate-based websites. One I'm going to create for technology, devices, things of that nature, and then another, which is going to be this crazy useless site. And then the other one I'm going to create is going to be for tabletop gaming, RPGs, and things of that nature. Because at some point, I want to open up my own game store. It's one of my big things that I want to do. I want to open up a game store. So I'm going to turn that game store into an affiliate marketing site for gaming products while I'm waiting. And maybe, who knows, maybe I can build that site into, you know, a high enough profitability that it gives me the funds I need to open up my game store. So we'll see. So what I did was I went to Grok, and I basically gave it a prompt. I said, give me a prompt for Lovable to change the theme of my site to a comical and funny, yet intelligent and authoritative tech affiliate store featuring gadgets and funny products in various categories. And then it gave me this giant prompt. So I'm about to plug this in. Bam. Okay. And we're going to change this one more time because I just recorded a whole video explaining how I got here. And I'm like, you know what? Why am I doing that on this domain? It doesn't make sense. I have a domain that I should be doing this on, so I'm going to do it on that domain later. So we're going to convert this theme again. Now, while that's working, the one thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to set up, if you haven't already, you want to set up your Amazon Associates ID. And once you have that, which is down here, you're going to copy this, and you're going to go into Lovable, and you're going to say, import my Amazon Associates ID and attach it to all product links from here on. And you're just going to paste it down here, and that's it. And it's super simple. And then it'll say, okay, I've got your affiliate ID. We're going to attach this to all of your links moving forward. That way, when we get to the stage where we're importing products, it'll just automatically attach your ID to all of those products. So when somebody clicks one, then they'll, you know, you'll get credit for it. That's the whole goal. All right. So you can see my new theme and the new direction of the site. And I love this. I think this looks fantastic. I love the hero image as well. I couldn't have planned it better. So I love this. So this is perfect. So we're going to move forward. You'll notice we have no featured products or anything yet. We have some dummy articles, but that's okay. We're going to replace that as well. This I'm not going to worry about right now. This is for the newsletter. I'll focus on that later, but everything else looks fantastic, and all those other things are very easily changed. We've got books, miniatures, accessories. Okay, so we need to change the product categories again. Update to tech categories. Yes. Yeah, we're going to update that. All right, so now we've added the crypto category. And then these categories should have subcategories. So we've got crypto, you click hardware wallets, mining equipment, crypto merch, all that. Beautiful. Desk accessories, lights. So lots of subcategories, wearables, gaming gear, all kinds of fun stuff. Smart home, gadgets, USB gadgets, phone accessory. Perfect. So we're good to go. So now it's a matter of adding products. We can add crypto products. So let's just add, let's say add 5 products for each category, and make sure the links are affiliate links using my Amazon Associates ID. And let's just see how that works. Because if we add 5 products for each category, we can click around, see how the products are displayed on the site, make note and make changes of how we want the products displayed, et cetera, before we start really adding more products. For whatever reason, it's forgetting my, oh, yeah. I'm like, you have my affiliate ID already. You forgot? So it's going to add 40 products in total with affiliate links. So let's see how long it takes and let's see what it comes up with. Okay, done. Added 40 products, gadgets. All right, let's see what happens here. It's added the tag. All right, we're going to refresh this. It should appear on the home page, or at least the featured ones. We'll see. All right. Okay. So we've got a bunch of products. We've got view deal. It did not import the images. So that's fine. If we click the link, it just gives us this. If we click view deal, this takes us directly to Amazon. So what I would like to do is I want to, okay. So what I want to do, so this is fine. Number one, I want to make note, import the product images from Amazon for imported products. Let's see what it says. So what it's doing now is apparently it's saying that Amazon blocks direct downloads of images. And so it's generating AI image representations. So we're going to see what this looks like. I'm going to guess that this doesn't look so good. But we'll see when it's finished. Okay, so it finished creating product pages. Just because it doesn't like, the system doesn't like importing product pages from Amazon. So I guess the AI just went ahead and started recreating them. Interesting. They seem to be pretty accurate though. So I guess we'll run with it and see what happens. So we've got some test products imported, and all of these products have a little bit of a blurb, a little bit of information. I want more information for each of these products than what is being imported starting off, but that's okay. Oh, that's okay. We're going to get to that at some point. But now we've got products in our store. A giant USB rubber duck, dancing Bluetooth robot speaker, USB pet rock. Okay, so it's not what it did was it created category pictures. Got it. That's what happened. So these are basically the first pictures of each category. So we're definitely going to have to address that because that's not what we want to do. All right. So we're going to touch on that. But first, I want to figure out what to do with the blog, because what we want is we want blog content. All right, so it created images for each category, and now I wanted to go ahead and just generate an AI image for every product. We imported 40 different products. I want 40 new images because right now, as you can see, it's got the same category image for every product in that category, and that doesn't work. So we're creating AI images for everything, and then we'll refresh, and then once we have that, we're going to move into the blog. All right, it says it generated 40 unique product images, one for each product, and updated the image mapping. Each product now has its own distinct image across all 8 categories. So let's refresh this and see. Let's see what it did. All right, good. So we're getting a good flow here. Let's see all products. There we go. Now we're getting the product store going. Dancing Bluetooth robot speaker. This is good. Useless box with cat. All right. A box that turns itself off, featuring an angry cat paw. All right. So that's cool. So this will get us going, right? This is it's a nice start, and it's importing user reviews and things of that nature. Clicking the link though, that did not go through. Let's see. Do they all do that? Okay. All right. So now we've got an error. So if I click the link, it doesn't take you to the product on the site. It's giving me an error. So clicking product links with the view deal button, and then I'm going to paste it, took me to an Amazon error page. So it needs to figure out what's up with either the way it's applying my Amazon code or what, and I'm sure it'll figure it out. The issue is that the ASINs I generated were placeholders. Let me update all products with real Amazon ASIN. Yeah, no wonder. And that's probably why I didn't pull the actual product images either, but that's okay. Some of this is trial and error. That's just how it works. But ultimately, by the time we're done, we'll have built, you know, a $5,000 to $10,000 platform for, you know, $100 or less, depending on how many prompts we used, how many tokens. Okay. Updated all 40 products with verified Amazon ASINs. The affiliate links should now work correctly and direct to actual product pages. All right. Well, let's see. I'm going to refresh just to be sure. We're going to go to a product page, view deal. Bingo. All right. Now, as we can see, that image is different than the one on our website, which it matters, but you know, here's what we're going to see. Can you update the actual product images now that you have the proper links, rather than use AI generated images? And let's see what it says. It may say it can't because of the restrictions Amazon puts on that. And if it can't do that, can it at least maybe screen capture the product images? So it's still working on this, trying to figure out how it's going to do it. The ultimate goal, and what I ultimately want to set up, is I want to set this up so that it imports and adds a new product. I want like 5 new products a day. And then I want it to take this and expand on it so that there's more to it. So I'm going to click the link. I'm going to go to it. I'm sure there's a lot more information on here. So all of this information, I actually want a lot of this information, and I want to keep the factual information. I don't know why it took me all the way to the bottom of the page, but I want all of this in the about this section. So we're going to prompt to import that as well, but I want to rewrite it in a very funny, like whatever my theme is. You know, if your site is going to be really hard technical, then you might keep it as is. But I want to rewrite this with a very funny spin to it. I want this to be fun to read for people. So that's going to be the goal. And I want this to happen in stages. Okay, now my fire crawl rate limit is being hit. Okay, good. Now it's pulling the images. That's what we want. 5 products already have real images. Okay. Due to fire crawl rate limits, you can fetch more images over time by calling the edge function periodically. The remaining 35 products currently show category fallback images until real images are fetched. So here's what I want to do. Create a cron job. A cron job is basically like a scheduled automatic function of the site. It's something that it does repeatedly on some form of schedule. So create a cron job to update the images to real images from the products um, until the now. And here's the thing: we're using a free Firecrawl API. If we have a paid one, then it'll increase the rate limit. We can do a lot more. So if you want to spend a little money, once your site is built and it's done and you're like, I'm really proud of this, I think I've got something, I want to do this for real, take it to the next level, then you can get some of the paid API features, which increases your API limits and things, and you can do a lot of this in bulk, right? And the API costs are not that high, 10 bucks, maybe 20 bucks a month. It's not much. So it all depends on what you end up with. If you're proud of it and you really think you can make this a business for yourself. Create a cron job to update the images to real images from the products until the rate limit is met, and schedule the cron job to happen. Repeat. Let's just say daily. Based on the cron job limits, and we'll see what happens there. So I have a Firecrawl API, and I'm pretty sure I just registered for a free one, but I think it has more rate limits than the one that they have. So I'm going to change that. I'm going to adjust that. Okay, done. Created a daily cron job that runs at 6 a.m. UTC to fetch up to 10 real product images from Amazon. This stays within the Firecrawl's rate limits and will gradually replace all placeholder images with real ones over the next few days. Perfect. Now, I'm going to tell it I'm ready to add my own Firecrawl API key to increase rate limits. So what'll happen is it's going to prepare everything, and then it's going to give me a secure window to add my API key to the system, and then it'll start working from that. Okay, so I didn't realize this. I had already registered for a free API key at Firecrawl and imported that. So it wasn't using its own lovable one. It's using my own. It's just a free one, and it's very limited. If I want to upgrade that, I can upgrade it. It's telling me though that it hasn't scraped anything in the last 7 days, so I'm not quite sure what's happening. All right, so this is Firecrawl, and this is the API you're going to want to use for your affiliate website. $0 a month, so you can register for a free one, and it gives you 500 credits one time. So, and you can scrape 500 pages with 2 concurrent requests, but low rate limits, 10 scrapes per minute, one crawl per minute. So it's pretty limited, but it's enough to get you started. So you're going to want to register for that and import that into your website. Okay, when that pops up. You've probably been confused this whole time. I'm sorry. I'm going to take this and I'm going to edit it and put it towards the front of this video so that you have it when we start dealing with before we get to the image and the product imports, because this is what you're going to need. But if you want to increase your rate limits, if you want to do it monthly, it's $19 a month, and you can scrape 3,000 pages, 5 concurrently, 3,000 credits a month, more than enough. And so, yeah, that's what you're going to want to do. We've got more actual product images, which is cool. And it's going to continue. My cron job will continue pulling more new images. The problem is that even though I have higher rate limits with Firecrawl, which is great, Amazon is still limiting the number of images you can pull. And it has a very sophisticated system that blocks after so many. So over time, this will start to catch up. The number of product images, the real product images, will continue completing. And then I want to add 5 new products a day to the system. And basically, with the whole kit and caboodle for this project is I want an affiliate website that adds products itself, writes articles about the products, writes listicle articles about the products, comparing one with another, and automatically publishes them into the blog. That's basically what this is. I've never seen a website do this. I've done it. I've been doing it on another site, and it's awesome. Because it ultimately is a site that runs itself on autopilot, and it's brilliant. So we're going to continue, and we're just going to keep pushing forward. All right. So we can add a manual image upload. Let's add a manual image upload just in case, because I want that functionality. Maybe I'm impatient. I want to add my own images. I want to add my own whatever to these listings. So we're going to add it so that we can manually upload images if we don't want to wait for the rate limits. Maybe you want to like hand pick specific images. That's fine too. Okay, the admin panel already has a full image upload feature with drag and drop. Beautiful. Cropping and optimization. Beautiful. So we already have it. We don't need it. It already created that based off of the initial prompt. Okay, so we have our website, we have our products, we have our categories in multiple places. What we need now is article content. You know what? Before that, I want to get rid of this subscribe feature. Wait, now let me add quick image upload mutation and handler. Okay, so it's gonna make some adjustments. And if at any point of your build out, you're just not sure what to do, ask Lovable. Say, what else? Make me a list of everything I need to do to complete this site to make it launch ready. And it'll give you a list. We'll do it at some point. Because at some point you get so caught up in adding this and changing that and adding that you're just like, okay, what else is on my list? Sometimes I'll ask Lovable, and then I'll just copy that list into a notepad or something, and then I'll just go down that list like a checklist. All right, done. I've added quick image upload features to the admin panel. Hover over any image, camera icon appears to upload a new image. Oh, interesting. Okay. Add to compare, so you can compare products now. You can add items to a wish list. That's cool. All right, beautiful. Beautiful. I'm not signed in as any admin yet. That's why I'm not seeing any of the admin features yet, but that's cool. We'll get to that. All right. So now I want to add some stuff. I want to add this blog system. So I'm going to go back over to Grok, which I love my Grok account, man. And I'm going to say, I have a Lovable affiliate store site, and I want a prompt to add a blog writing system that pulls products from my store, uses AI to find social sentiment and reviews from Amazon and social media, and writes a funny but factual article review about the product. I want this feature to run on a daily cron job. There, let's just see what that does. Now this should create a prompt that I'll just copy, paste into the Lovable, and it'll build that system out. All right, so here we go. We're just going to copy this whole thing. All right. And we may change some of the output or what it wants to do, but this is what we're going to do. I mean, look at all that. All that prompt is created for us in a matter of seconds. There we go. Okay. This is a great feature idea. However, your current project is built on Lovable plus Supabase Cloud, not Python VPS. So I'd recommend building this using your existing architecture, of course. Before I implement, let me clarify a few options. Which external data sources should we prioritize for gathering? Product sentiment, Amazon reviews only, Reddit plus Twitter, AI simulated reviews, no. All available sources. I would say all available sources. How should the blogs be published? How should the blogs be published? Draft for review, auto publish immediately, or schedule for the next day? Well, we want the cron job to run daily, so we're going to say auto publish immediately. What tone should the AI use for the blog post? Funny and witty, professional with humor, straightforward reviews. This is all based on your theme. My theme's crazy useless, funny, like just I want, comical but factual data. So I'm going to say professional with humor, okay? And that's it. So this, and then from here we click submit and it starts to build everything out for us. So we'll wait and see what it comes up with. All right, so it's wanting to add perplexity, which Perplexity is great because Perplexity as an AI model is really, really good for research. So typically Perplexity is solid for basically running around, gathering information across multiple platforms and websites, and that will pull all that data into your system, and then the AI will use all of that to write your article. Okay, this is stuff I've never seen done yet. And so I'm hoping that these platforms and those of you watching this are basically building some really future-proof tech in terms of how affiliate marketing is done in the future. Maybe we're pioneers. I don't know. We'll see. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to log into my Perplexity account and grab the API. All right. So now I've just added my Perplexity AI key. Now, there are two options for that. Either one, excuse me, you can subscribe for 20 bucks a month, and then you just get a whole bunch of credits every month, and then they generally roll over. Or you can do what I have, which is kind of a top-up plan. Like right now I have like $6 still in an account that I created forever ago. I think I loaded it with 20 bucks at one point, did a whole bunch of stuff. I still have credits available. And what'll happen is if I run low on my my AI credits, it'll send me a notification. It'll say, hey, you're down to whatever your limit is. I think I might have set it to $5. When I get down to $5, I know, okay, I'm using it. I think I was using my API key when I created the Crow score, because I was using Perplexity to gather up a lot of that information to create those Crow score results. And so that's probably a cheaper way of doing it until you like you say, oh my gosh, I'm doing so much of this and I'm doing 20 different projects. Then just get your $20 a month account. I mean, because but to put it into an example, a $20 credit on Perplexity will last you months. I mean, generally, and I do a lot of stuff and it's lasted me. I still have $6 left on the account. I forgot I even had it. So just know that moving, and you've got two different options, and it's very, very cost effective. And when you're following my instructions here, if you get other ideas and things, write them down, because even if I don't cover them, but you're building a very specific website for a specific niche, what we're trying to do is get the primary systems integrated into this platform so that you have the site and everything works. But from there, if you have ideas that are relevant to your niche, just tell Lovable, just say, hey, build me a system, or tell Grok first, like I just did. If you have an idea, tell Grok, hey, Grok, I have a Lovable website for this niche that does this and that. I need a prompt to add this feature to my website. And just like we just did, it'll create the whole prompt. You just copy it, you paste it into Lovable, hit submit, and it'll work it all out. And it'll ask you if it's unsure about what direction, or if you want to add this or do that. So this is all a process. I mean, I look at every one of these Lovable sites I build is like a blossoming flower, and we're ultimately creating each petal one at a time, and we can change the shape of the petal, the color of the petal. We can make everything do whatever we want, and it ultimately just becomes this cohesive system of features and functionality that benefits our use case. And that's ultimately what we're doing here, one step at a time. All right, automated blog writing system features AI-powered content generation, uses Lovable's Gemini account, which Gemini has been booming lately since the latest version, to write professional reviews with subtle humor, social sentiment analysis. It gathers data from Amazon reviews via Firecrawl and Reddit and Twitter sentiment via Perplexity AI search. That is beautiful. Auto publishing, post directly to your blog with SEO metadata. Daily cron job runs at 8 a.m. every morning and generates 2 random product reviews. And then there is the admin UI, manual generation controls, and then it gives you the URL. So you can go in and you can edit your blogs. You can do whatever you need to do with them. First generated post, Echo Show 10 third generation review. The smart display that follows you is now live on your blog. So let's check that out and see what it looks like. Beautiful. Look at that. Key features. I don't like all the asterisks. I want to get rid of that. I want this to look more natural looking, obviously. But let's just tell Lovable I don't like all the asterisk. It's a hard word to say. I don't like the used in the content, such as that. Rewrite the latest article and prevent this in all future articles. The articles and reviews should be as human, just as human as possible without appearing to be written by AI. Let's see how that works. Let me refresh this and see if it changes. Good. It removed all those asterisks. Now we need to do the same thing with these hashtags. That looks like crap too. I don't like the used in the articles either. Remove them from the current article and prevent this from future articles. And that should address that. But this is good because this is great content. Ready by check the latest price and ooh, interesting. Okay, so if you see here, this is adding a Lovable code to my Amazon. We don't want that. So we're going to make that edit as well to make sure that it's our code that is used in the links. Okay, so let's show what it did wrong. Like you're trying to pull a fast one, dude. Let's just nip that in the butt. I don't like the link you've created using your own Amazon code. Change this to use my Amazon code and ensure this site only ever uses my Amazon associates code, and make sure these links work properly, because sometimes you might give it an instruction and you almost have to talk to it like a child, because you might say, oh, you don't like that link, you want yours, okay, fine, and it'll just throw like your tag on the link, but it'll just be like in a random structure, and then you go to click it and it won't work, and then you have to fix it and go through a process. So I try to include every detail, like change this to use my Amazon code and ensure this site only ever uses my Amazon associates code, and then make sure those links work properly, because I don't want you just throwing something random in there like you're throwing a tantrum. All right, Done. Updated the current article to use your code affiliate tag and fix the edge function to always enforce your correct affiliate code on all future blog posts. Well, that's very nice of you. Let's refresh this and make sure that's true. I'm sure it is. Cool. There it is. Now, the final thing I want to address is that all these links should be clickable. All links should be clickable, especially my Amazon affiliate links. Ensure that is the case from now on. So, and everything that we're telling Lovable to do, generally it's very good at making sure that like your changes and adjustments follow through from that point on. But I just like to make sure, just in case. I see the issue. The markdown content isn't parsing links. The blog post renderer just displays raw text. So this is going to change the structure of how these blog articles are written in the future using proper tags, which is great. And on top of that, one thing that we may also do is to ensure that it's using proper headings. And so we're going to tell that by optimizing all content on this site. So here we go. Perfect. Ready to buy. Check the latest price on Amazon. We should click that. And it took us to the real site. Beautiful. Unfortunately, this product is currently available, but that's not on us. That's on Amazon. So that's fine. Let's make sure. Yeah. So that's good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to tell it to make sure that all of this content is SEO optimized, because that's obviously a big part of what we're doing here. So SEO, we're going to do the whole site though. SEO optimize the entire site, as well as, oh, you know what? Before we do that, I want to remove the demo articles because I don't want to waste time from the site. Keep only my real content. Here, keep only my real articles. That way we're not changing a bunch of dummy demo stuff we're going to end up deleting anyway. Let's just do it now. And if we really want to get specific with the prompting, we can give it a kind of an outline that we want it to follow for how we want the content to be written. I mean, we can do anything we want, but ultimately for now, we just want, I like these. So now we'll start with the SEO optimization. Optimize the entire site for SEO, as well as all current and future blog articles. Ensure proper headings, tags, and categories are used for each article, period. So that's that. So that'll basically go through and it'll make sure that that's the case. It's going to optimize everything. And yeah. Now I'll create comprehensive SEO improvements, structured data components, update the blog and product pages. I even forgot to mention that. Thank you, Lovable, for being intuitive. With Jason LD, improve meta tags and enhance the blog generation prompt. This is the beauty of what we're doing, man. We don't have to remember everything. The AI is so solid. So now it's updating all of that. Bingo, bango. And then after we're done with the blogging content, we'll have that set up as a cron job. That should start happening every day. And then I want to add, when you're pulling products into the site every morning, pull all of the about this item. I want to make sure that that is pulled, and I want it rewritten. I want it rewritten with a comical tone. So we're going to address that in the next prompt. And really outside of that, the site is more or less done. I mean, we've got an affiliate marketing site. We've got our tags in there. We've got it's basically an affiliate marketing site that builds itself from that day forward. Now, if you want to take things to another level, which you probably will, you're ultimately going to want to take the blogs that it publishes. You know what? We'll do that. We'll make that a note. What we need to do next after this is create an RSS feed, and we want this RSS feed and a sitemap. So we want those two things. So we're just going to take this a step. We're not done. We got more things to do. All right. So that was finished. Updated everything, added everything. Beautiful. Oh, lo and behold, add an XML sitemap. Yes, we're going to do that right now, because ultimately what you're going to do is you're going to want to add your XML sitemap to like your Google Search Console, as well as your Google Analytics, so that Google is always indexing your new products. It's always indexing your new blog posts. It's always indexing everything. So that's going to be very important. But on top of that, we're gonna do the XML sitemap, and then we're gonna do the RSS feed. And that RSS feed, you can set up something like Newlink or Hootsuite or something like that, and that will automate you basically auto publishing these things to your social media accounts. And that's all going to happen through your RSS. So you're going to create an RSS, and then but that'll be another video for another time. All right. So this is the current sitemap URL. I don't like that because it's not my site, but we haven't published this site yet. We haven't even given this site an actual domain name yet. So, well, I have, but maybe you haven't. So that's okay. We'll adjust that later. What I really want is I want Perplexity or Firecrawl or whatever to pull this about this item from products. So when you import products from now on as part of your cron job, import also the Amazon products about this item content and rewrite it to maintain the integrity of the content while adding a humorous, funny tone. So, and again, this is specific to my niche for Crazy Useless. I want everything to be funny, witty, comical. It all depends on what niche you're going after, who your target market is, what you're trying to accomplish. So you can prompt this stuff in the same ways I am, but just change things that benefit whatever your niche is and what you're trying to accomplish. Once it gets this and it says, okay, we've done that, then I'm going to say, now update all of the current products. And so it should be able to go out there and pull all that in, and I want to see that content spun. I want to make sure that it all looks good, that it remains factual, because I don't want the specifications of something to be changed. I don't want to, oh, well, it'll be funny if this, 12-inch gadget is now 87,000 feet long. Like that, I don't want it to do that, right? I don't think it will, but I want to make sure that's the case before I'm like, okay, this is complete. This feature is done. Yeah, looking at my blog and the author of the current blog, we're going to need to change that as well. I don't want it to say the writer is the AI editorial team. I want it to say Crazy Useless, or whatever the name of your website's going to be. All right, done. The blog generation now scrapes Amazon about this item content from product pages, rewrites it with humor using AI while keeping all facts accurate, incorporates the entertaining content into blog posts naturally. The rewrite adds clever observations, relatable comparisons, and conversational language while maintaining product accuracy. Beautiful. That's exactly what we want. All right, now update all current products with the about this item content rewritten as instructed. Well, we can see it's already updating some of this. We can see here it's updated 5 products so far. It's continuing to do more. So about this product, meet the gadget that literally refuses to be ignored. The Echo Show 10 features a 10.1-inch HD screen that actually follows you around the room like a very helpful silent shadow. Thanks to some clever motion tech and a 13 megapixel camera with auto framing, you can finally pace frantically during video calls without your mom complaining that she's just staring at a blurry shot of your convection oven. And it continues on. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I want. I want to take that boring data, the boring specifications, and I want to spin it. So basically, it's taking all of this and it's rewriting it into an informative, factual, but funny article that's just more fun to read than the BS on Amazon. And this is all SEO friendly stuff. So it's updated the Ring doorbell, Philips Hue, all this. The function is still running through the remaining products. Some Amazon pages don't have structured about this item sections that can be extracted. That's okay. If they don't have it, that's fine. Because some of those are, you know, who knows? That's all right. But if it's there, I want to spin it and I want to rewrite it in a funny way for this website. Now, some people, you can see up here, you've got the sign in button. So you can register an account, and you can do that because some people are going to want to post comments and things under these products. Maybe they own it. Maybe they recently bought it because of your site. They want to leave their own kind of review or what have you. That's cool. But I also want to add something that I'm not sure how I want to structure that yet. I might save that for like another follow-up video, because I would love to build a community. Like if you can build a community around your affiliate site where people are always coming back to see what's next, that's always a really good thing. So maybe it might be worthwhile to send out notifications to everybody once a week on the latest products that have been added. That would be really cool. And you could do that very easily. All right, done. 40 products have been finished and rewritten. Beautiful. All right, so all of the products have been changed. Yeah, so we've got a nice little paragraphs. It's got all the facts, but it's all spun together in a funny story. I love it. I love it. All right. Why am I feeling like there's something that we have forgotten? I'm not sure. So if you want to publish your site to see how it looks, that's a whole other process. I'm going to do that in a third follow-up video or a third, level to this. I want to prepare some things first, and then we can publish this website. And like I said, I'm going to let this cultivate for a couple of days. I want it to add some more products on its own. I want it to add its own articles. I want it to just do its thing. Everything that we've structured this to do. I know we haven't published this live yet. That's okay. It's still active on a cloud-based system. So it is live, but it's live within a system of its own without having a public domain URL pointing to it yet. That's okay. And once we do that, some of the links and things will change internally, and Lovable will catch on. I've published like 7 websites already. The process is very, very fluid, very easy to do. So we'll get to that, and that'll be the final video before we really kick this thing off. If you don't want to wait, you're more than welcome to just hit this publish button. And what'll happen is, you know what, we can do this. Well, yeah, we'll do all that in the final, because we can tell Lovable, hey, I want you to analyze my entire site. I want you to tell me any bugs, issues, broken links, or anything that needs to be fixed. And it will create a list, copy that, and then you just address them. When you hit publish, one of the first thing that's going to do is it's going to come up and it's going to scan it anyway. It's going to do a security scan, and it's going to say, you've got these issues, or you might not have any. But if you do, then you're just going to copy the descriptions of those errors or issues into Lovable. It'll automatically fix them. It'll tell you when they've been fixed, and then you'll be able to hit publish. And your first publish is going to be to a subdomain to Lovable. And then you're going to have a add custom domain button, where when you click that, it's going to say, what is the URL of this website? And if your domain is registered on GoDaddy, you'll be able to, it'll give you a pop-up. It'll say, can I connect to GoDaddy? It'll automatically go into your GoDaddy account, change your DNS and everything instantly so that you don't have to mess with it. And then you just wait for that to propagate. Typically it's almost instantly, maybe it takes an hour. And then from that point you hit publish or update, and it'll make your entire site live on that domain. It's beautiful. And we'll do all that in the final video.